Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am working in my Pocket Page notebook for the Pocket Page notebook swap hosted by the Stamp Spot. The theme that my partner Angela and I have come up with this time is your hometown or my hometown. And so I grabbed a whole lot of brochures all about Perth. The first thing I think about, I have a little map here that folds up and gives you a quick view of the streets of Perth and the hotels in Perth and all the lovely things in Perth. And I thought that I would just stick that map straight into the Pocket Page, and that takes care of that. I then try and have a look, and there are seriously so many amazing places here in Perth that I know that there is no way that I can get everything down in one double page layout. So I decide to just go ahead and cut as many things that I find interesting and just see how much I have to deal with. And here we are. This is how much I have to deal with. And so I decide to do 2 double layouts, and everything falls into pretty much 4 kind of categories. The first category that I'm going to deal with is Perth and its surrounding areas. So I've got a whole lot of pictures here, and the only way I thought that I was going to make it work was if I added all the pictures down and then put a project card, fold over journaling card, and add that to the spread as well, like a tip-in, so that I was able to get some journaling in there as well. So I found some tiled stickers and I stick them down. They spell Perth, and then I go ahead with my stamps and stamp out "is my hometown." So I've decided that the journaling card is going to go right around there, and then I'm going to have the pictures of Kings Park and the new Perth foreshore, which is totally gorgeous. Then I'm going to have the bell tower, and then at the bottom a picture of the Swan River and a cruise. There are a lot of cruise ships that go, not cruise ship, but cruisers that go down along the river. And so that's just a picture of one of the cruisers heading down the Swan River. Totally gorgeous. We did this a while ago, and it's just a lovely day to head down the Swan River and just enjoy the sights. I'm also adding a picture of Fremantle. Fremantle is one of the places where you've definitely got to visit. It's a gorgeous arty kind of markety place, and it's a port as well, and it's just got its own vibe. And so Fremantle is a definite must for visitors to Perth. So I make sure that all the pictures are down first, and then I grab my long arm stapler and I'm just stapling it in kind of on the side there so that I'm able to flip and use all 4 sides of the journaling card. I'm just fussing about here. I did press a little bit heavy with the stamps on some of the letters, so they were a bit feathered, and so I decided to use my gel pen, and I don't like that I did that. But yeah, I thought I would just outline and go over the feathering, but I really shouldn't have done that. I then found this little bit that says Western Australia, and I actually put that on the right hand side and I just stuck it down. The next category is going to be Rottnest Island and Pinnacles Desert. I decided that that was going to be the second spread. I then decided to do the north of Western Australia, and that consists of Nunorcia, Wave Rock, wildflowers, and a lot of Aboriginal art galleries. And so that fits very nicely on the left hand side there. And on the right hand side is the last category, which is the southwest of Western Australia, and that includes Busselton and Margaret River and Pemberton and Albany and all those areas. So I'm flipping back over to the Rottnest page, and I was thinking that I'd like to put a little bit of pattern paper to add some interest in the back. So I find this white and kind of teal spotty paper, but it's a little bit small. So I go for this washi that it fits just perfectly, and it extends the page just a little bit, and the colors go really well, and they pick up the green of the ocean. And I'm flipping between all the layouts. I think at this stage I just wanted to get all the pattern papers down, and so I'm just trying to go for colors and matching appropriate theme at this stage. I really like that yellow and gray paper, but it just seems to detract from all the photos, so although I try it with a few of the layouts, I never keep it. I'm back to this layout here, and I don't like that there's a lot of advertising on the left hand side of that pocket page, so I decided to take more photos of Rottnest and then cover up those ladies and the advertising company at the top there, and then the flowers go over the ceiling as well. I'm just going to add some words that I cut out, and they say Ultimate Rottnest Adventure. I'm flipping over to the North Coast layout here, and I decided that when you go up north, you get the red dirt, right? So I thought it would be lovely to use this paper. It just seemed very apt. So this paper goes down, and then what I decided to do was I had this Dear Lizzie portrait die cut paper, and I decided to put the wildflowers on there as if you'd taken photos when you went up there, but it just seemed like there were too many photos on there. So what I end up doing is moving the photos and the Aboriginal Art Museum to the right hand side so that they were on the pocket page, and I left the photo of the wave rock, the New Norcia Abbey, Shell Beach, and swimming with the dolphins on the left hand side, and that way it told more of a story of the things you can visit when you drive up the north coast of Western Australia. I then go through the brochures and I cut up the name of each of the attraction along with a little bit of something about it. So seasonal wildflowers are something that you definitely see a lot of when you drive the north coast of WA. They're beautiful. Wildflower season usually starts during the month of June or around July, and it usually lasts all the way up to December, so it's usually flowering for half the year, and it's really spectacular in the outback. I then flip over to the southwest of WA layout, and I'm just putting in now the Busselton Jetty, Margaret River vineyards, the local fauna that you can see there, koalas and kangaroos, the huge trees that are in Pemberton, and Walpole as well. We've done the southwest so many times. It's such a great area to be. It's old majestic forests and an amazing beach down there, and Margaret River is such a cultural, gorgeous town. We just love going down to the southwest of WA. So after I put in the flowers on the pocket page, when I flipped it over, I remembered that that's right, you always see what's on the back. So I did have to go back and do the same thing. And I cut out those kind of faux Polaroids and I just stuck them to the back of the ones from the other side. So I made it so that one of them was like a picture, because you take pictures of things when you're on holiday. The other one says sweet sunshine, and WA is all about sunshine. And the other one was just going to be a place for me to journal for my partner. I then go back and I'm now just adding the extra little bits of details that tell you what you will see and what you will do when you get here. So the Shell Beach is something I haven't seen. I'd love to go see it. So it's an amazing 60-kilometer stretch of snow white beach made of billions of tiny shells. The Coral Coast has Monkey Maya, and we never went as high up as Monkey Maya. We only went as far as Calberry, and everybody knows that in Monkey Maya you go up there and the dolphins come down to see you. You can touch them, you can swim with them, you can feed them. It's just so gorgeous. Nunorcia is the only place in Australia that has a Benedictine abbey. It's like a Spanish piece of architecture. Nunorcia is beautiful. We've been there. There's still an abbey there, and there's a bakery there that has amazing bread. And Wave Rock is another place that I haven't been to. I hope to do that this year. So there's just an area there, which is the opposite side of the pocket page of where I've put seasonal wildflowers and Aboriginal culture. On the back side, there's just, like the back of that paper that I cut out. So I pull out my Tim Holt stickers and I put travel the world over to find the beautiful. And I think that's just such a perfect sentiment for my spread. I then turn over and then I get this great idea to put a quote across the heart, and it says, live, create, tell the story. And I think that's so perfect. You live in your hometown, create some amazing memories, and then tell people about it. It's so sweet. As you flip open that journaling card, I have a little bit of an intro about Western Australia, and then I've put a sunshine sticker because Perth is where the sun shines all the time. It's such a beautiful Mediterranean climate. Over the page, I also have a little bit of information about Fremantle and its maritime history. And because Fremantle is full of like artists and kind of hippie kind of culture, I put the peace sign, and it's just so appropriate if you knew Fremantle that well. I then flip over to the other side and I do a little bit of journaling for my layout. So this is my hometown layout for the pocket page swap. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so glad that I was able to share my hometown with you. I'd love to know where your hometown is. Leave a message below. Please click like, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.